this league that on Saturdays you're still the only pitcher?
No, I mean I pitch every game, but I'm not the only pitcher.
Oh, who else pitches?
We have Joe. Oh, he pitched.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't pitch every game. No, I lied. He pitched one game.
How'd you do?
I did good.
Yeah.
I did.
He's watering down. He did great.
Surprisingly good.
Who's been catching?
It's been Brandon. It's been some girl named Patty. But now we got Randy.
Randy's good. Randy back
Randy
there
might
is
be our
good.
catcher.
Yeah. Randy,
Like,
if he's
good.
there, he's good.
So
How have you
I
guys
was-
been hitting?
Great.
we've been great. Yeah, super.
Yeah. Tearing it up.
I think we lead the league in runs scored. We have 88. No, that other team, the one lost, 5-1, 4-1.
Like 5-1, but there's a team that's 6-0. They
Yeah.
beat us.
They're good.
They could hit.
They can freaking right.
We
besides
we had an error inning, so that's what fucked us up.
yeah.
Welcome everybody. You are listening. You are watching to another episode of the Biggie Smallz podcast. I am here with my 3 co-hosts.
Yeah.
I'm here with Eli.
Yeah.
I'm here with Bella.
Yeah.
And everybody, welcome back, EJ.
Yo. What's
back
good?
in the mic.
EJ is off camera. He's gonna be our off camera guy.
Yeah.
We need someone to pay attention to the camera so we don't have issues.
Word.
Issues.
Yeah.
It's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Yes, it definitely is.
But
Happy to be back.
wait,
Happy to be back.
I'm over here lollygagging, right? Because obviously we're gonna start that. Oh wait, before we get to that,
Bless you.
yeah. God bless you. Make sure you guys like the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you yet to subscribe to the channel, you are all booties. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a banger. Straight into, as always, Ray's trivia. I got a good one for you guys, if I can find my notes.
Damn.
And the trivia question for today is... Okay.
Again?
The Nuggets, right?
Nuggets. Basketball.
This is a basketball trivia. I'm switching it up this week. No baseball, no baseball. The Nuggets, with their recent NBA championship, took themselves out of a prestigious list. And this list is the list of NBA teams that have yet to win an NBA championship.
That's a good one.
Can you guys name me, though, the final 10 teams that have yet to win an NBA championship?
There's 10.
As of now, there's 10. And I had to make sure, like, I checked 6 different resources because one of them was naming one that won one. And I'm like, okay, I need to make sure I'm correct. But the round number, ironically, is 10.
You got one?
The Hornets are one.
The Hornets are 1.
Magic.
That's another one.
Ooh.
Yeah,
The Hawks?
EJ comes back and it
Yo,
just...
on fire, right?
Hawks are not... They have
They
a
have
shot.
They have
one.
one. Yeah.
They have and they might
The
have
Kings?
one. And the Kings have a chip.
Pacers?
Pacers is another one. So you guys have 7 more to go. You guys named the Hornets, Magic, Pacers.
Damn.
Okay, now let me say something to you guys, right? Now, I just realized, right? One of the teams technically is counted twice because they moved.
What, Sonic?
No.
No, not Seattle.
Now, that's why I had to double check. They had Seattle, no, excuse me. They had OKC up there, but OKC technically is Seattle.
Yeah.
Right? And to be honest, maybe I should remove this team as well. I should have done that because now I'm just realizing. But there is a team that moved from a team or a city, and now they're in a different city that are on this list. So that gives you kind of a hint. You guys actually named that one team already? Or the city that this team was on, used to be on. But
So OKC is one.
no, because of Seattle winning one.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
And Seattle.
So because of that, you know what? I'm gonna give you the team because that's not fair. It's the Pelicans because the Pelicans were the Charlotte Bobcats and they moved to right. But now Charlotte has a team again with the Hornets.
Yeah.
So Pacers, Pelicans. You name the Magic, and Hornets.
Oh, so the East is trash.
Well, you guys already named the Magic. You have one more East team, and the rest are literally West teams.
I'm gonna go Blazers.
Wait. Hold up. No,
They won.
the Blazers seem.
What about the Jazz?
The Jazz have not won. So that's one. That's another one.
Yeah, they always ran into.
So you guys have now 1, 2, 3.
Word.
You guys have five to go. Still one.
Suns?
Suns is another one. Pacers. So you guys name Pacers, Suns, Hornets, Magic, Jazz. Again, one more East team, and the rest, and the other 3 are West.
The East.
Oh, technically the Pacers are on the East too. Sorry,
Yeah. Trying to think of.
but you guys named them already.
There's another team in the East.
I mean, what kind of hint can I give you guys for the East team? It's in the Atlantic Conference. It's the best. I think if I say anything more than that, you'll get it.
Yeah, no, that's good enough.
Wizards?
No, I don't. I'm. Yeah, I guess Washington did win one.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'm
maybe as
surprised.
the Bullets. Maybe
Yeah,
as the
so
Bullets.
Wizards- okay.
Dang, I'm drawing a blank. Who else is in the?
So it's tough though because like they don't have an NBA championship. The East team, they don't have an NBA championship. They have an ABA championship. It doesn't count.
Sixers?
The Nets.
The Nets? Oh, the Nets.
The Nets.
The Nets never won.
The Nets have yet to win an NBA championship.
Damn.
So now you guys have 3 left. All 3 are West teams. Let me look here. I don't really know the West divisions like that. I'll say, but one of them is
Clippers is one.
Clippers,
Yeah.
and that you guys have 2 more now. Okay, one. I'll give you this hint for one. One of them was an expansion team that moved from this city to moved from this Canadian city to a United States city. Yeah.
I'm drawing a blank on that one.
Yeah, when you say it like that, I'm like, I don't even know if that gives me a hint.
I mean, I thought maybe because I feel like it's besides Toronto, but Toronto's
Yeah.
in the East.
Yeah.
This is the only other Canadian team or Canadian based team. Now they're no longer Canadian based, but
Damn.
you guys can let me know whenever you guys want to tap out. Pause.
Yeah. We know all the teams.
I'm
I don't know
really
why.
just trying to.
What's probably happening? This is what's probably happening inside your mind. You guys are going through all the West teams, right, and just have yet to touch these teams.
Because
Yeah,
you
that's
said
definitely what's
the
happening.
Clippers haven't won it.
Correct.
The Suns haven't won it.
Mm-hmm.
Who else have we named it in the West?
How can I give you another? I mean, what other hints can I give you?
Because you got the
Like, I feel like you said all the.
and
hard
we
teams
said
in the West.
OKC. The Kings? We said
the
the Kings.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna give you 2 artists,
Okay.
2 musical artists, and each of them are based in the cities.
Okay.
Actually, no, one of them. I'm not gonna name you the artist. I'm gonna name you a song. Purple Rain.
Okay. So Prince.
And if you know where Prince is, most notably from,
Oh my God, Memphis.
Memphis is one, but Prince is not from Memphis.
Oh,
Prince is from another M city. But Memphis is one of the teams, so you got Memphis.
so
Grizzlies is one. Okay.
yeah.
And
So
there's another M
but
team?
there's another M.
What?
The city starts with M.
The Mavericks.
No.
Oh.
No,
No,
the
they
Mavericks
They
won. Yeah, they won.
Another M.
The city. So remember, the city is M. The team is not M.
Okay. The city is them.
But this
The Timberwolves.
and it's the Timberwolves.
Fudge me.
So the 10 teams that have yet to win an NBA championship are the Nets, Clippers, Jazz, Hornets, Magic,
Damn.
Grizzlies, Pelicans, but that's kind of a cheat code because of the Hornets, Suns, Pacers, and Wolves. But if I'm naming the Pelicans, then OKC is also up there, but I didn't put them because the Sonics have won a championship. And those are the 10 NBA teams without an NBA championship.
Just forgetting about teams.
Yo, for real.
Yeah, well, you named Memphis, but my next because I said Purple Rain, which is Prince, and Prince is from Minnesota, or Minneapolis. And then for Memphis, I was gonna say Moneybagg Yo.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so I was gonna say Moneybagg Yo, and hopefully you guys would have. I mean, you got it anyways, but yeah. But Yeah, I'm trying to.
Nah,
I'm
that's
trying
good.
to. I've been killing his, not killing him, but I've been hitting him with a bunch of baseball ones. So
Random.
I know, I know NBA starters. So I'm trying to. The ones that is tough because I looked them up. The NFL ones are tough.
Yeah.
Because it's like each, if you think about it, each team is what, 53-man roster. Like there's way too many players to pick from.
Yeah.
So NBA, I feel like it's a little bit easier. I don't know where I found this question from, but I decided to ask you guys. You know,
No, I like it. I like it.
but we're gonna get into well, my favorite segment if we really get to it, and it's a breakdown of baseball, most notably the World Series. But before we get to the World Series, there is a lot of championship series talk that we have to have. And the biggest part of it is the two favorites in the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies not making it to the World Series.
I was speaking real spicy on Philly too. They had me sold.
They had me sold.
They had me sold too, guys.
I'm here. I was ready to buy, or I'm still going to buy a Schwarber jersey because I love Schwarber. And I might still buy Harper, but I told everybody if the Phillies won the World Series, I was buying a Bryce Harper jersey.
Yeah.
I mean, even though they lost, I still bang with that Phillies team.
I love that team.
Yeah, it's a good team.
I love that team. And this team, I just love them for a few years because, I mean, I think it's Harper. It's mostly Harper. Like, I just love Harper. And I loved him since high school.
Yeah.
And I've been with that guy that once he got drafted, being compared to Trout, I was on the Harper side. I knew Trout was the best player or the better player, but I'm on the Harper side. And then obviously I like Trey and I like Schwarber. Schwarber, even though you're a former Red Sox, there's something about Schwarber I really like. Schwarber has come through a lot for me when it comes to tickets as well.
Yeah.
But hey,
And
what do you guys think?
Astros?
On it, well,
Yes.
well,
Yo, cheers.
Huck Houston, yeah.
Yo,
finally,
cheers.
we don't see these guys in a World Series. Past 7 years, they've just been dominating the baseball scene, and the Texas Rangers decided to be like, yeah, no, this is the year that it ends.
Yeah, nah, screw them. But Dusty Baker, yo, happy retirement. To the game, you've been very, very faithful to the game, so appreciate you.
Sorry,
My boy.
I'm eating an Oreo. But yeah, Dusty.
Yeah.
Farewell. You're beloved. To meet one of the greatest managers of all time. You've done a lot for this game, and even though it was with Houston, I'm really glad that you actually got your ring. I know you had some tough times out there in Cincinnati, so that being said, Huck Houston. All right. You guys are finally out of it, but there's not really much with Houston. You guys, they woke up to me. I'm gonna break down the series, right? In my eyes. Texas goes up 2-0. I'm thinking, all right, this is it. This is the year.
Yeah.
A different Texas team is going to be in the World Series, and it's not going to be Houston, right? Houston wakes up. I'm like, all right, here comes this baloney. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Houston wakes up. Everybody's locked in, and we're about to see Houston go into the World Series, right? Mind you, I don't know if you guys noticed, I named our last episode or 2 episodes ago, our World Series rematch. I changed it immediately. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
Yeah.
Changed it immediately because the day after, both teams just decided to shit the bed, and now we don't have Astros and Phillies in the World Series, right?
Nah.
But somehow, down 3-2, both games in Houston, Texas really locked in. That bullpen really locked in as well. Obviously, who was it? I think it was Scherzer, Montgomery, or Scherzer and Eovaldi, the last 2 pitchers. I forgot who it was. They still did their thing. Houston still did damage, but the highlight is the Rangers bullpen, and it's sad to say, even Chapman did his thing. Chapman didn't have to close any games, but Chapman, as a setup for Leclerc, really came in, did what he had to do. He did have one of those shaky innings, but somehow managed to get out of it. Leclerc coming in, he had that one game that he blew the save, obviously, to the 5'6" midget. Yeah. That's
and we we had the conversation about Max Scherzer, going 6.
We did.
Going 7.
We did.
He pitched in game 7 and he pitched his ass off, So kudos to him. I was very, very big on that because I'm like, hey, I know he had a rocky start, and then he comes in.
Scherzer wasn't there. Scherzer wasn't there in Washington, right? When the Nationals won it? Was Scherzer there?
He was there. I
He
think
was on that rotation with
with
Schwarber.
no
Strasburg.
Yeah.
Okay, so Scherzer has a ring, so this would be his second ring, and I think Trey was on that team.
Yeah.
Don't
Trey Turner.
Don't speak too soon, baby.
Well, true. Yes, yeah. We'll get to that. But okay, if potentially the Texas Rangers win this World Series, it'll be his second ring. If I'm correct, he was on that Washington team.
Yeah.
Magical Washington team, by the way. Damn, who did Washington? Oh, I think it was Houston, right? I think Washington beat Houston that year. That was one of the weirdest World Series. If we really get back, like the way those games, Huck Houston for sure. The way those games went, it was kind of crazy. But yeah, I mean, do you have? Sorry, my bad, EJ.
About
anything about Texas and Houston?
The championship series.
Yeah.
I will say, last Friday I was on the plane watching Game 6. I think it was what was the game when Garcia hit the 3-run shot?
Oh, I think it was Game 6
when Leclerc gave up the home run to Altuve. What game was that?
Well, when Leclerc,
I think that was Game 5.
Yeah, Game 5, Leclerc, Altuve won the game.
Okay.
On that game winner. So Game 6.
I was watching on the plane. I was watching Game 5.
Okay, so Game 6 was probably the 3-run home.
And I remember thinking to myself, like, yo, I hope the Rangers put it away. And I remember Garcia hitting that home run. I was on the plane going crazy. I got off the plane, bro. I see Altuve won them the game, bro. And I'm like, yo, there's no way that they do this, bro.
Yo, dog, it was like, I was watching that game, and all I said to myself, like, here we fucking go, bro. Like, this is what's happening? Oh, wait, I sent you that voice note that you told me it was... Yo, I sent this kid a voice note of because I guess we were both at work, I guess. Our second job. And I don't care what's going on. I don't care what's going on at work. I'm glued to this TV. I'm watching the whole thing, right? And obviously, now we have different positions in our job, so I can kind of freely do that. He can't. So I guess he wasn't watching it. And I'm texting. I'm like, yo, this is BS, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And then I go, so I send him a voice note, a breakdown of like the last 3 innings. He texts me back, goes, I'm going to save this voice note. This is content in itself.
Yeah.
Like I was going crazy in that voice note because that whole thing just made me mad. But enough about that because Huck Houston, you're finally out of here. Kudos to the Texas Rangers for finally figuring out and beating you out. Pause. But we are going to get to the Fighting Phils from Philadelphia and the disaster that just happened over there. They go up 2-0, right? Then they're down 2-2. They win Game 5, so now they're up 3-2. And honestly, it's very similar to Houston. They win out the last 2 games at home. By the way, so we gotta think and break down a little bit. Philadelphia was like the home field advantage this entire playoffs.
Yep.
No other team has felt home field advantage the way the Phillies did in Philadelphia. It's like, what is it, 9 players? So that's their 10th man out there. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, Arizona, and I know what it is. Obviously, once I finish this little dialogue here, Arizona did the best that they could to get these fans out of the game. And I know exactly how they did it, but the way they did it was magical. I haven't seen an electrical fan base just be silent in those last 2 games and literally being a non-factor, which that's what Phillies thrived, even though that's not the only point because there's 2 other points that we probably really need to deep dive into as to what happened to the Philadelphia Phillies.
I mean, I have a point.
Cool. But that being said, I'm done. You can...
Yeah. I mean, I was at work, and my guy, Suarez, the lefty, was on the mound, and he did not look sharp in the first inning. Yeah. In the first inning, he didn't look sharp.
And prior to, he did look sharp. Like, prior to that game, I thought he was just going to go in there and lock
and
it down.
shut it down.
Game 4, right?
So he goes in, and I'm like, oh, he needs to get pulled. So he gives up a run in the first, finds a way to get out. Second inning, struggling, but he finds a way to get out. Third inning, same scenario. I'm like, do we not know? As long as we go through these innings, it's going to be worse for him. What do? Take him out, I think in the 4th or 5th. Game was over at that point. I think he gave a hit. They scored again. I forget what reliever they put in. They score off of him, and I'm like, that was the pinnacle moment that you should have pulled them out or should have just not let him go in. In that 5th inning, you know he doesn't have his stuff and they're hitting off of him. Hey, I would have been having the bullpen ready. We're gonna win with our bullpen. We're not gonna stretch out these innings. After the first 2 innings the way they went, I'm like, yeah, no, they're hitting him, they're tattooing him. Nah, we'll maybe stretch out another one, but he should have been gone in the 5th.
To rebuttal that though, you're speaking from a manager standpoint. You are a pitcher.
Yeah.
So like, what do you think was going through his mind mentally during that spot? Because I know you probably could you could talk about like being in a spot like that where you're like, come on, like I know my stuff is better than this. Do you think maybe it was himself in his own head, or was it that the Diamondbacks just got the best of him?
To me, his aura, his energy did not look like how it looked when he first pitched. Because off of the gate, I was watching it and I'm like, either he's tense that he's in a big spot, or he doesn't have his stuff. And there's 2 ways to go about not having your stuff and not having the confidence. So 1, you better figure the frick out with your confidence, and 2, it's how you are able to manage yourself within. Like if your changeup's not working, you're gonna have to find a way that, all right, I know my changeup's not working. I gotta find another way to set it up because I know it's not working. Not every pitcher has their A game, but to be a great pitcher, you know you're not having your A game. You'll figure out a way to pitch around it. And I understand that he probably pitched to the best of his ability, but in a manager standpoint, you know he's getting hit a little bit. He's extended. That first 2 innings, I'm like, but you know what they stood with him 3rd inning, 4th inning. But at that point, what they say, hey, second go around, it's 250. 3rd time go around, you're in the 300s. And they was already tattooing him from the first. As a manager, I get that that's a stat that puts out there, but we all know 3rd time around, they're on you. And if he didn't have any adjustments and they were continuing to tee off him a little bit, I appreciate the 4 innings of you not pitching up to par. But then as a manager, he gave you 4 innings. Yeah. Take it. This is your opportunity. He stretched it out as best as he could without his good stuff. We got to move on. Yeah. The Phillies bullpen is good.
Yeah.
You gotta. I get Suarez is Suarez, but off rip, you know he doesn't got it. He gave you what he had. Pull him. Trust your bullpen. Yeah. I think that was that inning in the 5th really switched it over for them, and I think that's what cost them.
For me, I think the biggest, I don't want to say surprise because, I've spoken about Arizona all season, and they're a gritty team. They grind out at bats.
100%.
And they're going to make whoever's on the mound, they're going to make them work. They're going to make them work. So, like, I'm not going to say I'm surprised that they pulled out those 2 games in Philly, but I really thought Philly was just going to take care of them. At least one of those games. I thought Philly was going to be able to take it away, but there is just something about Arizona, man. They're young, they're fiery, and like I said, they're a bunch of guys that are just going to go up there, put together great ABs, and they will occasionally, if they get hot and they're feeling good, they're going to hit for power. So I think they got a really good complete team over there.
I agree with that. We saw what Philly did against the Braves. You know, they were on their ass for a week. You know, Philly came in hot and beat them, and we're thinking like, all right, Philly's hot too. Well, let's not forget about Diamondbacks coming in hot too. Mm-hmm. They did what they had to do to get there. You know, so they had their fight back. They got their look back. At that point, it's the pinnacle moments as a manager. Those are the moments that need to be tuned up because both teams, like that series was great. And I'm not going to harp on Harper, but there was moments in the game where he didn't come up as big as he should have. There was moments where 1st and 2nd, 2 outs, he missed. When I mean he missed this pitch by a little bit. It was a slider away, puts it away. Goes Oppo, and it gets close to being a home run, but he was just a tad underneath. You know what I mean? That moment right there is that slight tweak is from winning the game and losing the game, and that was a moment where he missed the pitch. It cost him. In that same game, he had another opportunity to do it again. Didn't happen. So there's moments in that game where I'm like, all right, Diamondbacks are there, but Philly missed a lot of opportunities with first and second, guy in second, in position to score, and it just didn't happen for them.
Yeah, so to piggyback what he said about Harper, there was a stat, right? And I'm not going to add Castellanos to this because Castellanos had probably one of the worst fall downs in playoff history. Castellanos in the division series was the monster. There was nothing they could do about this kid. Championship series, I think he had like 2 hits the entire series, right? But the stat is and the trio combination of Schwarby, Trey, and Harper after game 4 or 5 or whatever it was, they were like 0 for 16 or some crap. Like we're talking about
crazy.
the heart of the lineup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to win games, especially championship series games, when your trio, your 3-headed dragon, is non-existent. Right? Now to add, I'm going to add this last thing and then we can move on, right? The other thing about the last few games in that series, if we really get to it, and I can spit a few of the stats, but I really don't want to get into it. Arizona's bullpen, Phillies had nothing for it. Had nothing for it. They somehow figured them out, locked in, and after, because obviously they scored a few runs, they did score a few runs, but after Game 5, 0 runs were scored against Arizona Diamondbacks bullpen.
Golly.
So whatever they figured out over there, bullpen wise, closing wise, they did it, and they did it to a team that not only used, again, their fan base as ammo, but they were probably one of the hottest, most offensive teams in this entire playoffs. And Arizona said, "Yeah, well, you could take a seat.
That's
You could take a seat,
insane.
right?" And that's, along with what you guys said, the 3-headed dragon not being being obsolete, and that Arizona bullpen, that's what really did it. And we're not getting that rematch like we were talking about.
Yeah.
So now we have the Texas Rangers, Arizona D-backs in the World Series, the 2023 World Series, the 119th World Series. Fun fact for everybody. Eli, I have this on the docket, right?
Yeah. Go ahead.
It seems like Eli has something to say to Corey Seager.
Yeah.
The floor is yours.
It's tough because I'm a rebuttal it, but I'm gonna say sorry. Not sorry, but like I get it because right now I'm watching baseball, I'm watching basketball, I'm watching everything. We're analyzing everything, and this is where when you analyze everything and you pinpoint everything, like I forget, like as a batter, as a baseball player, just because someone is pitching to me differently is not. I'm not gonna switch my approach. And what I was telling him to do was like, hey, they're pitching you a certain way. You might want to switch up your approach. And he didn't. He's like, I've been doing this all season. I've led this statistic as one of the first 2 pitches that come in, I am gonna hit because it's the best pitch to hit. He's literally doing it. And in that game, what is it? Game 1, the score was 5-3. It's a 0-0 count, and guess what? He didn't miss it. He did not miss it. And I think game 7 when there was a blowout game against the Astros, it was a 1-0 count. He didn't miss it. Keeping his approach, and I respect that. Because I was like, hey, you might want to switch it. They're not pitching to you how you think they are. And guess what? I think Texas didn't get the memo, and they let one go, 0-0 count, and
Arizona.
Arizona, and took it for a ride. So I want to say thank you for keeping your approach, and I respect that.
Yeah.
All right. What's crazy is, in my eyes, as quiet as Corey Seager has been, Corey Seager is still batting .321 in the playoffs. like
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me because obviously we have what's this guy's name? Evan Carter, Mr. Full Count. He's been shining bright. We obviously have Adolis Garcia. What he's doing, like,
Yeah.
just for those that right. So let me say this to those. To those that don't know about playoff baseball and some of the magical performances, 2009, the New York Yankees won the World Series. And that same season, A-Rod batted like 341 with 9 home runs, and I believe it was like 24 RBIs or something like that. Adolis Garcia in one series hit 6 home runs.
Yo, that's
He's up to 9 now.
insane, bro. It's insane.
So the amount of home runs A-Rod hit in a whole playoff, Adolis kind of did it in a series and a half.
Yo, that's insane.
I'm gonna let that fester. Everybody, go into your Googles and start Googling stats and stuff, and then you'll figure out like Garcia's not from here. He's not. He's Martian. He's not human, because what he's doing is insane. That being said, though, Arizona seems to kind of like figure these two out a little bit. Now, game 1, maybe not, right? Because Corey Seager did his thing once again. And Adolis still had a few hits in game 1 and had 1 hit in game 2. So it's not like he's hitless. He's still doing his thing. We just haven't seen the Adolis Garcia bomb just yet.
Yeah.
Right? But game 1 in Texas, right? If I'm correct, I think Texas is the higher seed. Mm-hmm. In Texas, they've been down pretty much 7 innings in. 8th inning, man on first and second or first and third, I don't really remember. And here comes Corey mother effing Seager.
Yeah.
Corey doing Corey things.
What were you doing, bud? On the mound, what were you doing?
Ties the game. I don't remember. Does it go in extra? I think it does go in extras, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So it goes into extras. And in the extra inning, you can just take a really good guess at who comes. No, I forgot. Yes, he has hit a home run. My bad. I'm sorry. You can just guess at who comes up to bat.
Yeah.
If you haven't guessed it, let me tell you. His name goes by Adolis Garcia. And he hits a Houston Rocket out of the stadium.
Yeah.
Oh my! To win the game. Win game 1. Now, I know I'm hyping up the Rangers here, but if we really get to it, besides those last 2 innings, Arizona should be up 2-0 right now.
Oh, yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
Arizona should probably be up 2-0. Yeah. Fortunately for the Rangers, that last 2.5 innings, they woke up and said, no, we're leaving here with this dub. All right? Now we have game 2. Arizona wins game 2, but let me tell you, Merrill Kelly.
Yeah.
Have a game. He pitches 8 innings, 7 innings, 9 strikeouts. Now, me and Eli were watching this game at my cousin's house. We're playing dominoes because that's what Caribbean people do, right? And we're watching this game outside. I don't know which one of you guys in the Arizona organization that paid the ump, but you guys did a phenomenal job because these literally half an inch outside of the zone pitches on the corners calls them strike every time there was an Arizona pitcher on the mound. But once there was a white Texas Ranger uniform on that mound, the exact same pitches were only called the entire game. The entire game, I've seen the ump call it once as a strike. I think I've seen 6 strikeouts with pitches outside of the zone for Arizona. So that's my little
the box was
conspiracy take, right, with game 2. Yeah. Other than that, kudos to Arizona.
I mean, there's another conspiracy. What? Diamondbacks gonna win, bro.
Oh, wait.
Come on, baby.
Wait. Let me read this. I think I have this right here.
Randy
there is a conspiracy. So I've been sent.
Johnson.
I read this like around Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Everybody decided to send me this because of our sports podcast, right?
Yeah. Come on, baby.
Arizona Diamondbacks ace in 2001, which was Randy Johnson, and their ace this year, 2023, Zach Gallen, both hit a bird mid-air.
Come on, baby.
Right? The dates of all the dates of the World Series in 2001 and 2023, the same dates. You're just changing the year.
That's insane.
Okay?
Bro.
The All-Star game in 2001 and 2023. Can you guys guess what city it was in? I tell you right now, Seattle.
Wow.
And if those that know, Randy Johnson also played in Seattle right before he went to Arizona and won his only ring. And last but not least, now obviously 2001, it kind of had to happen because we all know what happened in 2001. George W. Bush throws out the first pitch in 2001, and you guessed it, in 2023.
Can't make it up, baby. Can't make it up.
All this to say, Arizona Diamondbacks are going to be the 2023 World Series champions.
Well,
Yes.
Can we get a Yankees conspiracy, please?
Let me hear it.
Good luck.
I don't know.
Oh.
I want one.
Yo, make one up, please.
Yeah. Let's get one because we need one. We need one desperately.
Facts. Make it make sense.
Arizona pitching wise, game 2 phenomenal regardless of the whole umpire situation. Get another. This is another thing why Arizona, and this is to your point, EJ. Arizona with runners in scoring positions, they're like 5-5.
Damn.
You want to take a guess at Texas' stat? They're 0-0.
What?
Runners in scoring position. It just doesn't exist for Texas right now.
Yo, Arizona's just fundamentally sound. They capitalize on everything.
Now, obviously, that's a little weird.
That's gross.
That's a little weird because obviously the whole inning and a half, game 1, they obviously had runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
But
up until that point, like you said, Arizona
No,
was
yeah.
controlling that game, bro.
That's insane.
So there's a lot of baseball left. The manager Bruce Bochy in Texas has been here before, so there's a lot that can happen. But right now, a lot of it is on Arizona's side. Do you guys have anything else to say about this World Series matchup and how things are going?
I just think it's going to be a good series.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I believe they have today off.
Correct. Yeah, travel day.
Yeah, travel day. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
It's gonna be fun.
Jeez.
It's gonna be fun.
I do feel bad. Like I really wish Jacob deGrom was pitching.
Oh man.
Yes,
bruh.
but no. And this is why. I mean, okay, wait. To your point, yes. I do wish he was in the spotlight because this guy can never get here.
There, you know?
And now that he's injured, he still can't get there.
I know.
But what I don't like is potentially you could win a ring and you haven't thrown one pitch this entire season.
He'll get one.
Yeah.
I enjoy watching him pitch.
Yeah, he's one of the greats.
Oh, this series would be over, bro.
Well,
No.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it would have been enjoyable to watch him pitch in the World Series.
Done.
You think so?
Done. Nah. I've seen what the Mets did in that run, bro, when he was in the playoffs.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's not like Kershaw where he's immaculate in the regular and then regular. Nah, he was hoop and
My only issue with DeGrom is I think
he gets 2 wins.
we would see him do his magical thing on the mound, but DeGrom, for some odd reason, regardless of what team he's on, he has this curse that his team just decides to not give him any run support. And right now, Texas is not really.
No, and that is the issue.
They're just not really doing that. Again, besides that 2.5 innings of game 1, Texas is really not doing what they're supposed to be doing. But
we'll see.
Game 3, Monday, tomorrow. By the time you get this episode tonight, in Arizona, correct?
Yeah.
It's 2-3-2 still. Looking forward to it. We are going now to move into NBA, and what a week 1 it has been, fellas. I know we've all been glued to the TV. What a phenomenal time in sports. We literally have all 4 majority sports playing. Football, baseball, hockey, basketball.
Yeah, we're doing
shout out my Rangers too. 6-2,
Shout out,
baby. 6-2.
First of all, now that you're here, right? It's just the way that you guys are winning.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here this early and call it a magical season, but I've been watching a few games. The way you guys are winning is extremely impressive to me.
It's all coaching, bro.
And someone mentioned that to me. Something mentioned. Now, what's crazy is I did hear a lot of they've been ridiculing the coach because I guess he has a very barbaric way of coaching or whatever the case may be, and the people are not liking it. But obviously, it's showing out. So
it's just more structure.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been. That's. I think she didn't use the word structure. She said it's a little bit more strict.
Yeah.
So, which obviously coincides with structure. But again, back with the NBA. Where do you guys want to start? What do you guys want to say?
I mean,
AD, you bum.
I think I'm happy I came back.
You came back at a phenomenal time,
back
bro.
during basketball time. Y'all know how I rock. Before I let Eli go on his rant about AD, I just want to be the first to say that I have told you guys who he is for the longest time. Okay, I get it. He has all the potential in the world to be got otherworldly, but in my humble opinion, I just think he does not want to play basketball at the highest level. How do you play alongside the best player ever, and he's literally hyping you up, and you go out there and you just decide, I'm not gonna play right now. I played one half. It's okay.
I think what's worse about hyping him up, he's also backing him up.
Yeah.
Because I think yesterday or the day before, LBJ said it himself that they don't really care about any of the criticism, that they know what they have in AD. So not only is the man, the king himself, not only is he hyping you up, letting you know here's the key to this team. This is your team. But he's also going to take straight bullets for you, right? And let people know, let the media know, bro, this is our guy. We're going to roll with our guy, and he's going to show you why he's, if not the best, a top 3 center in the NBA. And you go out and do what you do.
And that, to me, is just a testament to how great LeBron is. Great, because not only is he a great player, but he's an amazing teammate. Yeah. And now, because we all know.
Yo, I'd be getting tight, bro.
I mean, exactly.
He's been doing it for 3 years, bro.
Like, come on, bro. Like, at what point does it get to a point where it's like, all right, dude, like.
Listen, besides number 2 wearing pinstripes, we are looking at one of the best captains of all time, best leaders of all time.
I just don't get it, because, like, they go ahead, bro.
Shout out to Orioles.
They face the Suns without Booker and Beal. Kevin Durant drops 40. I get it. You drop 30, but then you make LeBron have to play a whole fourth quarter and score every clutch bucket. Every single one. He scored.
You said clutch?
Yeah, I know. LeBron and clutch in the same sentence is wicked.
Weird, right?
Do we not know he leads the most clutches points? 835.
Not Steph.
835.
Not KD. Not Booker. I don't want to hear it.
Bro, it's
LeBron
insane.
fucking James.
I don't want to. I don't want to hear.
Not LBJ, EJ, because EJ's LeBron.
I don't want to hear it's he has the most clutch shots because longevity. How? You say he's clutchless. You say he can't. He doesn't hit him. He doesn't hit him at all. Or take him. So if he doesn't hit him and he doesn't take him, how does he have the most? I don't understand. But I'm not going to go on that big ass rant because we're not going to go there. We're just going to focus on the game.
We'll leave that alone, I guess.
He's 38. 38.
You guys seen that picture of him jumping for that ball?
That's insane, brother.
21 years in the league, bro. That was what, 5 feet?
Bro.
5 foot vertical, bro?
Anybody at 38, bro, we're not worried about him at 38.
I don't care about his $1 million a year health regimen. No, bro, you're 38.
Bro.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and you're still jumping like that.
How do you guys feel about the minute restriction?
Okay, so I'm with it not for the fact that he's on a minute restriction, but the fact that the team needs to figure it the frick out.
So you think it's more so on some like, all right, like Bron, you need to chill out because these guys need to get it together. You're gonna be fine.
Well, yes and no. Only because LeBron is he's 38. Anyone at 38 is not averaging 29 points at 38
at all.
You know what I mean? They're not. I'm sorry, they're not. And the fact that he's out here putting in those numbers, you need to be restricted. Because guess what? You keep him healthy, he's going to do what he's going to do in the fourth and get it done. We've seen it. He's going to get it done. D-Lo needs to figure it the frick out. Either you play defense or you figure out how to be a point guard. Because you're not doing either. So we need to give you away. Because you're not scoring and you're not playing defense. And Denver attacked you every time they got a switch. Murray or what's his name? Not the white boy that was Braun or
Oh my god.
giving him buckets.
All right, but it's only game 2.
No, I hear you. But game 1 was a testament. Because we all know
Only
those
because they played
matchups.
Denver.
Well, yes. But that's what counts. Like, that matchup, that's what counts. It doesn't matter if you go ahead, round 1, you beat whoever. Round 2, you beat who are you going to see in the Western Conference Finals? You're going to see them. And guess what? The Denver, they know what to do. We're like, anytime D'Lo's on the floor, give me a switch. We're at him. You're going to get him off the court. You're going to get somebody like a guard. And when you have Murray and you got, like, when they had, Brown last year, they was like, go at him every time. And guess what? If I'm out there too and I see D'Lo, I'm at him too. It's like anytime you see Curry and when the Cavs face, you're like, yo, you see Curry on an island, have a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you just know you're gonna have your way. And then when they see D'Lo, they go ahead and do it. And I get it's early. They got Cam Reddish. They got to go ahead and find their rotation. They got a lot of guys. Their bench, any one of them can go ahead and be on the floor. But hey, you paid D'Lo to be there. He's got to figure it out.
I agree with you. To go back to the Denver and Lakers game though, like, I mean, let's just be for real. Nikola Jokic, guys.
Yo, I
Guys.
said it. Go ahead,
Nah,
bro.
guys. Yo, I know he may not care about basketball. Yeah.
Before wait. Before you get to it, right? AD, if you don't want to care about playing basketball, just do what Joker's doing.
Yeah.
That's all we're asking you to do.
Facts.
Because he don't give a flying fadoodle about basketball. And he comes in jumping. Bro, we're talking about a 7-foot white man from wherever the hell he's from, shooting corner threes off one leg.
I don't know, son.
He's a beast, man. Like,
I don't
watching
know.
him is actually like, we're watching something great, something special.
When I have time off, I'm gonna try to buy a horse, and I'm
Yo,
it makes no sense.
Yo,
I
I don't know, bro.
My boy be pissed. He be like, yo, I gotta go play.
yo, dog.
Damn,
Like,
son.
damn, I gotta go.
I gotta suit up right now?
Damn.
Yo, but my horses, dog.
Yo,
And then he goes and gets a trip dub.
yo.
All right,
son.
peace. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
No,
Yeah.
bro, pero yeah, dude. He did it. He did it literally. You know what it looked like? He did it like it was like James Harden clocking in at the YMCA.
Yeah, word up. LA Fitness. Type.
Yo, pull up threes. Yo, what time did you have to develop that?
And
Pull-up
and
three.
I said this in our episode, our episodes right before the season started.
That makes sense.
If we are going to allow this man to literally handle this league like this, good luck.
Yo, fat.
Good luck.
Dude.
Nobody
Right? I don't care if you're LBJ, CBJ, or CVS.
Doesn't matter.
It don't matter, bro. We got a 7-foot white man center.
Yeah,
Like let that sink in. A center.
Yeah, son.
Nah. And I probably shouldn't even say white man. A basketball player. Because I don't even think that matters. This guy's out here just daddy smacking every single one of you
Yeah,
that suits
yeah.
up across from him.
Yeah, they look good, man. And it's like they didn't even skip a beat, bro.
Nah.
Rotations are on a mill.
Yeah, I did say that.
Offensive sets, it's like their sets of like now, like last year, it seemed like their sets like they knew their sets like the back of their hand. Now it's like it's so much so like they probably could run their sets eyes closed, and it's even to the point where like anybody can play any position now
And run that play.
and run it. That's scary.
Yeah. No, I'm with
Shout
you.
out to Coach Malone.
It's
You talk your ish because you know
Yeah.
you have your team ready and prepared.
Well, I showed you that defensive clip
Oh,
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
That
yeah.
was a great clip.
Yeah.
against the Lakers, but it was a great clip, and I was mad at Gabe Vincent because that stunt by Murray is what you want. You want to stunt that inside because he had him beat, and I'm like, you have to go ahead and know that you have him beat because he's sliding over. You trust yourself. You're Gabe Vincent. We brought you over to be that guy to, hey, your job is one, score. When you're out there, you can shoot it, and that mid-range pull-up was there. If you attack that stunt, the floor is yours. That mid-range is yours.
Yeah.
He stunt. What do you do? Pass it to D'Lo. Guess what? Now everybody's set. Everybody. That ball movement was great, but if there's no penetration, it doesn't matter. Everybody's gonna get there, and kudos to them because I'm a defensive guy, and that looked. They ran that perfectly.
Like I don't know how you could watch that and not be like, damn, that's like
Yep.
solid defense.
That was great defense. I was shocked. But as a Laker fan, I when you see that, you gotta go ahead. You gotta go ahead, and you gotta penetrate. That's the only way.
I don't really listen. This whole NBA thing, there's only really one thing I want to talk about, right? Because I think you guys are hitting a lot of great points right now. Pause.
Wow.
Right? What I will say this, and I'm gonna leave this little Easter egg for, or little nugget for you guys to think about. With the Denver Nuggets, we are just seeing an evolution form of what the Golden State Warriors was doing for 6 years.
Yeah.
And let that sink in.
Yeah.
Just let that sink in. So what everybody has been fearing for 6 years with the Warriors, just be ready for another 6 years. Because
they're young.
These guys figured it out in a different way that benefits them, and it doesn't look like they're stopping anytime soon.
And the thing that I love most about watching Denver is I get the sense that they are playing for each other.
Right.
Yeah.
They are like, yo, we're all gonna do what we need to do in our role to the best that we can, so that we can all come to that common goal of winning a championships. I should say.
Yeah. Because Caldwell Pope looks great.
He
looks great.
I was literally just about to bring him up.
Yeah.
He looks great, bro.
Just to let you guys know, you guys are down 7-3 and Tyrod Taylor's out.
Oof.
Just letting you guys know. So that 10-3 is looking kind of scary for you guys.
Yeah, Tommy DeVito.
Now, that being said, all right, well, enough of AD, enough of LBJ. What do we think about this 2-point Clippers loss that we just witnessed last night and how it transpired?
Daddy's tough because my boy, we all know my boy play like him, hooped. And it's tough because last play of the game, you give it to Kawhi. Kawhi goes ahead, misses the shot. They get the rebound. And guess who gets it? Russ. Russ gets it, takes a turnaround difficult shot for the buzzard and misses. It stinks. I think he should have swung it out. I saw someone in the 3. Don't know who it was, but they had an easy open shot, and I would have loved to see him pass that up. But we all know Russ. Russ is not doing that. He's going to jack it up, and he missed. What screams to me is not the loss; it's how Kawhi reacted to the shot, because his shot didn't look great, but then you have Russ take a difficult shot just like you did, and you one knee to the floor, like you lost everything, and it was game 1. Like, hey, you lost to the Jazz. It's a loss. You missed the shot. He got the rebound. He decided to make a turnaround shot. He probably didn't know how much time was left. In slow motion, looking at it, he probably didn't know how much time. Took a jump shot and missed. His reaction is concerning because I thought they played well, but not well enough to win.
Do you think maybe he was just mad because it's like your first point, he just thought in his mind, like, we don't need you to take this ridiculous shot. I need you to swing the ball for a better shot. So he was kind of mad. Like, this is a winnable game if you just made a better decision.
I agree, but I don't know if it's just game 1. I understand that
I think game 2 for them.
Game 2, frustrated, but like,
bro,
you didn't. Your shot wasn't the greatest either.
Okay.
It was well contested, and it was a jump shot in between the 3-point line and the mid range where it looked like you were settling. So no, I don't like your shot. Obviously, I don't like Russ, but I don't think Russ. If I had to defend Russ, I don't think he knew how much time was left after Kawhi took that shot.
Was George on the floor?
Yeah.
I think George was the one that was at the 3-point line when he took that turnaround jump shot.
Yeah, because from what you guys are telling, what you guys told me off camera, George went off or had a pretty
Correct.
good game.
Yeah, 39.
So he had
No, he was hooping.
more than just went off. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna agree with you. None of these two guys should have been taking that last shot.
Oh no, yeah, that to me that was the downfall right there.
Yeah.
Like, why are we not? I mean, come on, you were hot all game. You got to
Yeah,
give it to Paul George.
we're not gonna give it to the guy that literally figured out how to score 36 points this entire game.
If I'm Paul George, I'm mad I didn't get the ball. Not the fact that I'm Kawhi, who missed a shot, and mad that Russ took a shot. It should be Paul George that should be upset. Like,
Who's the
I
coach
should
out
have
there?
taken that last shot.
Who's the coach? Is it still this guy?
No, it's not.
What's his name?
Tyronn
No,
Lue.
Tyronn Lue.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I wonder how that
How that panned
that
out, yeah.
timeout before that play happened. Because like I said, I don't think these two should have got that shot. It should have been Paul George. He's the guy that's hot right now. I mean, kudos to the Jazz for coming out with a win, but it's the Jazz.
Yeah.
You know, you guys have two A-list players. Russ kind of looks like he found a nice little niche for him. So you
Yeah.
guys have three guys that can really, can really take over the game when they want to, and you fall short to the Jazz, especially falling short to the Jazz when not giving the ball to the person that managed to score 36 points that night. So,
Correct.
yeah, I guess I'm gonna, because of all that, I'm gonna have to agree with Eli. Kawhi, suck it up, bro. It's You just lost. Move on. You know. There's 80. Well, you said it's the second game, so there's 80 more games
Yeah,
left.
Yeah.
So
they'll figure it out.
for all we know, you guys can go 80-2. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I think he's right. I guess you have anything to say about this?
No.
I guess there's not really much. I didn't watch this game, so that's why I put it up there, and I'm asking you guys. The only thing I heard from you guys off camera was the whole fact that Paul George kind of went off. But if this is the case, yeah, move on. Nothing crazy. Last thing, NBA Week 1. I really just want to touch upon our two youngins, man. Our two youngins. Wemby's looking like the Wemby that that we all expected, and Chet Holmgren. I know, to the people that are kind of like that, I know this is not his rookie season,
Right.
but his rookie season, he's out there doing what he's supposed to be doing.
I love the both of them. I love what Chet brings for the Thunder. The Thunder are scary.
Very.
Scary. Very. You don't want to have to play them. Period. And Wemby, yo, you the real deal, my boy. We need you to eat some sandwiches though.
Some Oreos.
I need you to go out there in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Take in all the finest dining, all the good food.
Aren't they big on like briskets and shit, bro? Just start eating some steaks,
yo,
my
you gotta
nigga.
eat, cause I promise you, once you put on some muscle, bro, it will be dark for the league. It will be dark. Did y'all see the play he had on Jabari? He jumped from the other side and dunked it. Boom. Then came back down, got a block. Boom. Ran the floor. They threw it up to him. Alley, reverse. Boom. That's crazy. That's crazy.
If you guys can see EJ's, that's crazy face.
And then he can shoot the Tracy?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yo, I think EJ's right, bro. It will be dark if this guy puts some muscle.
It's over.
Hey, man, we might be seeing that Jokic and Wemby for years, bro.
Yeah.
These two are gonna have to go crazy. I think what is really impressing me about Wemby, bro, we have dudes shooting like they're scared to shoot 3-point balls with this guy. He has like 3 blocks already, blocking 3-point shots.
Yo, first game.
That's just 3-point shots. I know he has more blocks than that, but 3-point shot, bro. He blocked one on Clay, and Clay, like you're blocking Clay. First of all, Clay has one of the fastest clips in the world, and you managed to. I mean, obviously your length, you're fucking
7 foot.
He won better first game of the season. You know I was tuned in. I had to watch Bias Re. They played against the Mavs. Kyrie got to space, about to hit a pull up. He thought he was green.
Negative.
Wemby was nowhere near him.
Negative.
That joke said, "I need that." I was like, "Oh nah."
That's insane, bro.
That's what he brings. Chet has that ability too, but Wemby, man.
Chet just doesn't have the motor that Wemby's having right now. Yeah. But we're literally looking at two of a kind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now I think I looked something up that Chet is leading, I guess, in his class, blocks under the rim or something like that.
Oh, that's crazy.
So, or I think it's Lively. One of those guys. Lively is another one that's doing pretty well with Dallas.
I like Lively.
Lively was supposed to be on OKC, but then they ended up trading him after they drafted him. So I don't know who's going to be the winner or loser in that, but we'll
Well,
see.
I mean, the Mavs look good.
Yeah.
It's that-
Luka
they got
Doncic.
that.
I was about to say, is that boy out there?
They got that boy.
They-
I'm not talking about Byrie.
Nah, they got that other boy.
They got that boy.
Yeah.
Yo, my boy was like
Yeah.
off the glass, my boy.
Besides AD and LBJ, we're literally talking about international players.
Yo, not for nothing, and I'm happy NBA's here, bro. Everybody's tough. The league is so tough, bro. Like from the vets to the rookies to the sophomore guys to the third, fourth, fifth year guys. I think the league is just so well rounded, bro. And like to your point when you said about Denver being the next Golden State team, I agree with you. I also do think that we have a bunch of other teams that are just gonna be there trying to grasp at them. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of
Like,
youngins are hungry.
Yo, a bunch of young teams, and like guys like Luka. Everybody wants to see him take that next step. Hopefully he does take that next step into superstardom, and he's able to will that Mavericks team. But let me tell you, man, Dame with Milwaukee, that opening game,
It's crazy.
the Celtics, the Knicks.
Yo, the Knicks look good too.
The Knicks look good.
Yeah,
Yo,
even
the league is in a good spot right now, bro. I could not be more excited.
I mean, they can't play us though.
No.
NBA, you can pick any of your three. You're not beating us. I'm just saying. I'm just letting that out there. Anything else after week one?
No. I think we covered it.
We're gonna move on to now some football. You know, it's Sunday right now. A lot of our teams are playing. It's a very ugly day in New Jersey, so that Giants and Jets game is looking ugly itself. But we are actually here, or excuse me, actually, let me fix that. Eli is actually here to speak upon a few takes of NFL Week 7, and we are going. Eli is going to start with what happened to the Dolphins against the Eagles last week.
When you just like, you know what it is? I know why NBA players get mad at like people that analyze the game and podcasts, because it's like, boy, like what are you saying? There's so much to look at, and I'm gonna go over the Dolphins, and let's go over their schedule. They didn't play nobody, and guess what? When they did, the Bills got scorched.
Yeah.
When they faced the Eagles, they got scorched. So yeah, they're putting up 70 and 50 and 90 points, but who? The Patriots? Who? Like name another team. Like and I really didn't take that into consideration. I'm like, man, they look good, they look sharp, but then they go ahead and face a team that could be playoff bound, and where are they? You got Tyreek dropping a pass that basically was a momentum builder, because if he gets that catch and catches it, it's a touchdown and they go up. Meanwhile, they don't score, and guess what? The Eagles go around the other way, and basically solidify the game where they put them away. And they had moments. I'm not gonna talk about the officiating, because I was going all over Instagram and Twitter, and they're talking about how the Eagles had 0 penalties. Zeros. They played a clean game. They didn't hold. They didn't foul. There was no face mask on the left-hand side. There was no holding against Jalen Hurts in the passing and the running. I was looking at those clips and I'm like, that's sus. All right, cool. But that's not, just because there's zebras out there and they're doing their play calling, doesn't mean Tyreek Hill is gonna go ahead and drop a pass. There was times in the games, I get it, refs are gonna ref, they're gonna go ahead and try to dictate the game. But within those, guidelines, you can't drop a ball like that. You cannot, especially against their secondary, where you let their backup of a backup, Tyreek Hill, play you like that. Their second, they had no one back there, no one. I understand Jalen Waddle, his back was hurting, he was cramping, couldn't play well. That we talk about Mostert having a phenomenal year. Both teams couldn't run the ball. What they do best in running and in passing, they didn't do. So I want to give them a can of whoop ass, because they better bring it. They better bring it. They play the Pats. We all know that's a close game right now. And it's like, what are we doing as a Dolphins fan? So I want to get at them. Because I've been getting at the Eagles, and the only reason why I've been getting at the Eagles is because we have a lot of Eagles fans. I want to bring them down to earth. There's really not one team in the NFL that we can solidify and say their defense is phenomenal. Their offense is phenomenal. Their special teams is phenomenal. Name a team, there is not one. Every team in the NFL has a deficiency where they're not elite. So I'm gonna go ahead and say across the board, there's not one team that stands out to me that is the best in the league.
Well, I just have to apologize to the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry. I was definitely wrong. That take was that was a
Hey,
bad.
hey,
that
they're
was a-
like this though. They're like this though. Within their
that was a
wins,
bad
they're like
take.
this.
It's teeter totters.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't
No,
know.
but they record is they record. Let's keep it a buck.
Can't lie on the record.
You know,
What is it? 6-1.
Yeah,
stupid.
and their
And
defense is actually playing good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, who they play?
well, I was about to say we
Who
can
they
also,
play?
we can also do the whole who they play kind of thing. I know it's week 1, but they did lose to Detroit, who looks like another very good playoff contending team.
Let's go, baby.
That was a close game though.
It was close.
It was.
I mean, Tony blew that game for them.
Yo,
Yeah,
that
for
was
sure.
Yo. Doesn't that feel like ages ago?
Yeah.
It does. Because that was like the hoopla for the whole week.
Yo.
Thanks.
I do want to. You know what? I'm gonna call an audible here, right? Because you
Let's
made a
do it.
point, and I kind of want to say this. That whole zebra take from everybody, cut it out. I get that I said something earlier about the World Series and how the umpire was like, pretty much dictating the game. But Eli, just like Eli said, cool. They're doing what they're doing with their calls. But what are you gonna do to, change the game or not allow them? Because, for example, let me use the World Series game too. Cool. So this umpire is giving the Arizona pitchers the biggest strike zone in history. But what are the Texas Rangers batters doing to fix that? They're no one's doing any adjustments or adjusting their a whole approach at the plate to kind of compensate for the umpire making these dumb calls. Another thing, those that complain about the Eagles getting these calls, I don't want to hear ish. And listen, I'm one of them. I don't want to hear ish if you're a Patriots fan. I don't want to hear shit if you're an MJ's fan. I don't want to hear shit if you're a Yankees fan, because all these great teams get these leeways with these zebras. So I'm here to say, yeah, they might be getting the benefit of the doubt from the refs and stuff, but guess what? It's because they're them. They're gonna get it. MJ got it, LBJ got it, Kobe got it, the Patriots got it. At the end of the day, it's what the opposing team is going to do, adjust to the calls, adjust to the gameplay, adjust to the flow of the game, and try to get a victory out of this. If not, then you are just blaming the refs because you couldn't figure out how to win this game.
I'm with you. There was
That's all I'm going to say.
lapses and opportunities in that game. It was 31-17, and the score looks like it was a lot, but that game was close.
No,
It was
majority
close.
of that game was close, bro.
You know that those couple mistakes in late game with Tyreek in that ball, like that's the change maker of the game. And I feel like he catches that ball, we got a game. Like it goes deeper into that game, and it doesn't finish in the late third quarter. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's teams in the league where defensively, I'm defensive minded, where that front four didn't let them run the ball. And when they had chances to get to Tua, they got him. But when he didn't, hey, we saw Waddle get the ball a couple times. We saw Tyreek do what he did. So I want to go with the Dolphins when they can't get to the quarterback. They struggle freaking in that secondary. 49ers struggle in that secondary. Eagles struggle in that secondary. The Cowboys struggle in that secondary. All four of them struggle in that secondary, but guess what they do best? Get to the quarterback. And if they're able to do that, they're able to win.
Yeah.
Tom Brady knows something about that. Moving on to
Let's go Giants.
the Los Angeles Chargers, or what? Yeah, they're still Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
Eli's not very happy about these Chargers.
Yeah.
It looks like their electrifying play from last year is a little dull, and I think Eli got something to say about that.
Well, yo, I had a lot of things to say today, bro. I just don't.
No, this is your segment, right? Like,
Yo, bro, because Eckler, Allen, Palmer, like, you have Herbert.
Trust me, I agree with you.
You got boys.
yeah. By the
got
way, because you
dogs.
just said Herbert, and now that we are going. We have to probably in a week or two. We're coming back to do our top 10 quarterbacks. Halfway through the season, there's going to be a lot of changes.
Yeah, bro.
It's going to be a lot of changes.
Son. And the thing is, across all platforms, across all the media.
And I better not see Daniel Jones in your top 10 again, Eli.
Yo, my boy got concussion, bro. Come on,
Okay, my bad.
But nah, he's not on there. But I don't understand how Herbert gets nothing, nada. He just gets a nod. Every year he gets a nod. Oh, Eckler's hurt majority of the time. Oh, Allen's hurt majority of the time. The offense is like a little stagnant. The offensive line is eh. They always find an excuse for Herbert. Always find an excuse. But guess what? When Eckler's out there, he's top 5. When Allen's out there, he's top 10. Like, I don't understand. You got Everett. I just don't get it. You have the pieces. You literally are the golden boy over there because they don't touch him.
Yeah.
They don't talk about him negatively. They always find an excuse. And I'm here to say, if I'm the first one to do it, I'm happy because I don't understand what the Chargers are doing defensively. They're supposed to be elite, and they're not. They're gonna. If you see the Chargers defense, you're like, we're getting 30 tonight.
What's the secondary? Secondary sucks.
Well, I did say that because they, like I said, 30.
Yeah,
That's kind of crazy.
I also do think the Chargers' downfall is their coaching. Like sometimes the play calling,
1000%.
the play calling, I'm just like, yo, how do you have all these electrifying offensive weapons and they're not getting the ball?
Make it make sense.
Or you're not putting them in positions to get the ball. Like the Chargers are from like 2-3 years ago. The issue was they could put up points, but they couldn't stop people from putting up points against them. Now it's to the point where it's like, all right, well, are the Chargers gonna score today? Who are they gonna give the ball to? That's, I don't know. I really don't like the offensive play calling in my position.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I just don't understand how like there's nothing for Herbert. Like he's not getting any media talk, and I think he's a pretty good quarterback.
Yeah, no, I think he's good, but like,
Kirk Cousins is getting work. Like Carr is getting work. They're dogging these boys. Herbert is not getting touched. Yeah. Daniel Jones is getting dogged. Like I think
people are on the same sense of like, yo, like the play calling for the Chargers is just bad. Because I don't know if you guys watched that Kansas City Chiefs game last week. Like they just could not get nothing going. To me, it felt like the Chiefs knew everything that the Chargers were gonna do. Yeah. And to me, that's either one, you got a mole in your camp. 2, coaching, you are predictable, and we were able to game plan for everything you had going for us.
Running the same nonsense,
running the same stuff, or you following the same offensive script, bro. Like it's not working. You got to change it up, especially for you guys that you guys are supposed to be contenders.
Yeah, and that's where I get at because I'm like they have a contending team and they've had a contending team for the past 4 years. So that's where I'm getting at. Like, God forbid any of the quarterbacks that we bring up had Eckler, had Keenan Allen, like imagine we had these dogs on a different team. They're getting booted. They're not staying there.
Imagine we had Keenan Allen on the Giants.
Come on, brother. There's quarterbacks that would die to be in Herbert's spot.
Yeah, man.
Taylor Swift was also at the game last week, so that's probably why the Chargers didn't win.
Yo, and
but
Travis Kelce went stupid.
Yeah, he went nuts. He went nuts.
Off for your girl, I get it.
I mean,
for Eli's take on Week 7, is there anything else?
I wanted to bring up the 49ers because I was defending them and whatnot. Damn, I'm gonna keep defending my boy, Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
We can't be mad at him until he freaking gives me seven L's in a row. I'm gonna defend him only because prior to the loss that he had, his first loss in 17 games,
Yowza.
he's got to struggle.
No, I get that.
Any quarterback has to struggle. So I'm waiting to see how he performs out of this struggle. He faces the Bengals. He's banged up. Let's see how he plays. Cause them Bengals,
They're coming.
starting to warm up.
They're
It's
coming.
towards that week 10 where they kick it up. So it's gonna be a real testament to Brock Purdy. I can see him losing this game. I want to see how he makes of it. I'm just gonna defend him in a sense. Hey, he's gonna have growing pains. Any great quarterback or any quarterback at all is gonna struggle or have their moments. It's how he comes out of it. So I'm a wait and see on that. I'm gonna pause the button on him, but I still like him. That's what I gotta say about Brock Purdy.
Got anything, AJ?
No, I think the Niners are fine. Get Debo back. Brock Purdy's gonna be fine. Like, I agree with Eli. He's got to have some type of growing pains. He's not gonna be good every freaking time he's out there on the field. Niners are a juggernaut, believe it or not. Plain and simple. That defense is for real, except for the secondary. Secondary's a little shaky. When Trent Williams is on the field for their offensive line, you really don't touch Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the difference.
Yeah.
He's been hurt, so on that left side, whoever's on that left side is having a free run at him. They're gonna be able to get a hit on him or get some type of pressure on him.
Yeah.
So I understand why the past 2 weeks have went the past 2 weeks, but even if in the past 2 weeks, the games that they lost, their playmakers have went off. Christian McCaffrey's still doing what he's doing. No Debo, but Ayuk has been stepping up, so it's kind of like George Kittle.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right. And probably just to Eli's point, just like the Bengals, if they catch that stride, they catch that stride.
Yeah.
And most of you guys don't really want that.
No.
I'm gonna end it with another form of football. Not too sure if you guys watched it, but I'm a huge Barcelona fan, so obviously I'm hooked to this game. But El Clasico happened yesterday, which is Barcelona versus Real Madrid, or Real Madrid, for those that really take it personal. Game was 1-0 for at least 63 minutes.
That is.
Barcelona picked up a player by the name of Gundogan about 2 months ago, and it was a very under the radar pickup because this guy is him, right? But on the other side, on the Real Madrid side, there's a young gentleman by the name of Jude Bellingham. And let me tell you, Manchester United, you guys are a bunch of dimwits for allowing this guy to sign to Real Madrid because you are losing out tremendously. Here comes this 21-year-old kid. Youngin. I think he's 21, but I know he's super young. He might be even younger than that. Against Barcelona in the biggest stage. We're talking about El Clasico. Well, this is like the Super Bowl of soccer, right? Not only does he tie the game in the 63rd minute or 62nd minute, he then goes on and wins the game in the 93rd minute.
Damn.
So we're talking about extra time after the game is over, after, regular time. Scores a volley to score the game-winning goal and get out of Barcelona with a dub.
That's insane.
And for those that don't really watch soccer like that, you should be watching this kid. This kid, if I'm correct in my stats, in the last 8 games, he's scored 9 goals.
Damn. Sheesh. That's insane.
So Real Madrid, they're really good at, and he's like 21, if not younger.
That's insane.
And by younger, he's probably only either 19 or 20. Like, he's not freaking 16. And all of them they got Chalmane. They got a bunch of dudes except for Modric. Modric is probably the oldest guy that they have there. But Real Madrid just somehow finds these little gems, man. And Manchester United, once again, besides Wayne Rooney, that was like the only time you guys held on to somebody. They just let these guys go, man. And now he's at Spain or wherever Real Madrid is set and just killing it and just literally just going through teams like it's nothing. And just want to take this opportunity to let him know and give you salute because I see what you're doing, even though it was against my team. But
Jude Billingham.
you're doing what it does out there, brother, and I hope it continues. That being said, gang, this is gonna conclude this episode. EJ, it was great to have you back. It was a great episode and a perfect episode for you to come back. But make sure you guys like the video if you enjoy the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and if you haven't, you are all booties. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a banger. This is the Big E's Smallz podcast. We catch you guys next time. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.